Broadcasting live from sunny South Florida, and the best way to start your Saturday. This is KMA Talk Radio, life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. And now your KMA crew. The man with the scoop, William Cooper. Alex the Goat Tavella. And always telling it like it is, Honest Abe Dababneh.
I like to smoke them like the Winston Churchill. Like John Kennedy, yeah. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoked up for victory, yeah. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my big cigar. My cigar, yeah.
Good morning to all our loyal listeners, libertarians, and lovers of the leaf. Honest Abe here, and we are broadcasting live, KMA episode number 603. And as always, I'm here with my trusted KMA crew. Our man they call the GOAT, Alex Tavella, and our dear friend, always bringing you industry news, rumor, and teaser-free, William the Scoop Cooper. And special guest host today, none other than our favorite, the Godfather himself, Fred Rewey.
Hey.
What's up? Just finished sharing our podcast. We'll see how many views we get with the dubbed down Facebook.
Facebook no like us.
Whatever it is they call it. Fred, you're like buttoned up really high. Like I'm expecting like an ascot around there. What's going on?
Oh no, I'm freezing. I mean, it's 52 degrees. I've got a heater right here, right, cranked up. I'm like, I've got an emergency vest, an electronic vest over there. I got a hat. I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
You know,
I want to get into Fred.
I got milk and bread.
I like the flowers. I was gonna say.
You know, I caused this cold front person.
I don't even know where this came from. My wife must have snuck those in there when those weren't there.
You probably think this weather's about you.
Right.
I was worried about Raphael when it got 40 in Miami.
I caused this weather.
What did you do?
So
Who did you curse? You cursed
we've
the
been
gods?
I did, dude. We're doing this work around the house, and we have this lanai where I'm actually broadcasting from now. It's like a three, I can't remember, sofa, the love seat. So there's a sofa, three, a single and a single. It's like a little rectangle area covered, and we have two fans for the summer when it gets hot. But this winter, like, man, there's been a couple cold days, man, and it sucks when you're out here freezing. You got a robe on, your hands are and because I spend most of my time out here. I smoke, I do my work, I hang out, whatever. And I decided I was going to get one of those like infrared heaters right in between the two fans, right? Just because I got these stand-up shits and they all suck,
Right.
And I'm sitting right next to them. It really doesn't cover up an area. So I really did a lot of research based on the cubic volume, and I found this right thing, and it had a cool control. I could turn it up, turn it down. It was like a dimmer. And we're coming into fucking February and whatever, and they came out and said, you know what? I think we're past the cold shit this year. I'm just gonna wait till like October next year and put it in and whatever. And literally the fucking next day, this fucking cold front hit. Like literally, like I jinxed us.
I want one of those. I've just got this little space heater, but I'm a little worried. Like, am I slowly microwaving myself? I mean, the whole UV thing. I mean, what am I actually doing?
No, I mean, let me tell you something.
Actually, yes, you are, and it's beneficial for you.
Well, there you have it.
Oh, all right. There we go. Problem solved.
Yeah. I mean, look,
because it's the same. They're the same lamps that go in an infrared sauna. They're just higher temps.
Yeah, I said, look, probably if I get you 4 or 5 nights, maybe 6 at best out of any, all you're going to get out of it. But fuck it,
it's worth it. It's worth it.
5 or 6 times I need it. It's a couple $1,000.
I say the same thing every year when I spend $100 on a hoodie. I'm going to wear it 3-4 times and lose it by next year.
I like the infrared because this propane can be used for my pizza oven. So I'm just burning pizzas right now, apparently.
Am I ringing or is it somebody else?
It's not me.
That ain't me.
It's coming from my computer. So, you guys hear it or is it just me?
I hear it, yeah.
No, we hear it.
We hear it. Loud.
Yeah, the whole broadcast hears it. Everybody hears it.
I don't know what's causing it.
Oh, Cooper. Oh,
what?
News. Your news. You'll.
I need help with you guys with that story.
You don't need help. We got it.
Okay, good. Because I don't know much about these guys. Yeah, but
we do. Actually, you do. But we'll get into it.
Yeah,
okay.
Right before the break.
Yeah.
What are you guys smoking this morning? Anybody? Hey, Alex, do you smoke in there? I think I've seen you smoking there.
Fucking A. Got the rabbit there. I'm actually smoking. Listen, dude, this has been my sleeper cigar of the year. Unfortunately, you're out of Toros, but the fucking Trinidad Tommy Bahama is a really, really, really good cigar. Like it's like my surprise cigar. I wasn't expecting what I got, man. This is
100%. Yeah,
it actually is. It really is a good cigar. Freddie.
I'm smoking what was our number 2 cigar of the year. It is from Saka. It's the Umbagog Bronzerback Robusto. Not a lot of love.
Bronzerback. Okay, interesting. Coop, anything?
Number 1 cigar of the year on Cigar Coop. Perdomo Legacy Nicaraguan Shade Grown. The cigar
Did that sound like a plug?
Not at all.
Number 1 cigar of the year.
Not in front of the banner either.
No.
Oh, here we go. This is what you guys.
Somebody
Is this 1950 here again? We in 1950, guys. Come on, you guys. Don't go with that stuff. That is, come on.
No,
come on. Wait.
So,
yeah.
I actually enjoy these Saturday mornings because I get to pilfer my wife's humidor to see what she's got in it, and I haven't had one of these in a long time, so I'm really kind of looking forward to smoking this. Macanudo.
Macanudo. What's
no.
that? Inspirato White?
No, Flint.
Flint
No.
Nol. Flint
Oh,
Nol.
is that a Flint Nol?
A number?
Now,
No.
interesting.
Still
From the
one of
late-
the the
from
highest scoring
the-
Macanudo ever on Coop.
The
Best
what?
Macanudo
Highest
I've
score?
ever smoked.
That's the highest scoring Macanudo. Made the top 10 a couple of years ago, even.
Honestly, it's one of my favorites from Macanudo.
It's the best
And-
Macanudo I ever smoked. Period.
Oh, by far. By far.
We need to get our friend from Flint Knoll back on so we can.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Wine.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
I
too.
actually still have a couple of boxes. I bought multiple boxes of that cigar because, they were going to be gone.
I've seen him. He's been in here watching the show, 10 a.m. and talking about what are you smoking? And he's smoking a My Father Laid Bijou. I mean, the guy is a cigar guy too, which makes it great.
I wish they really would have continued that series with him. I hope maybe there was another project down the road.
Yeah,
for him.
there's been one every year. What are you talking about?
They didn't do one this year.
Oh, that's
2025? Maybe not.
Yeah.
They did 24 was the third and the last, they said. Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
So-
Get him in touch. Let's get him in touch with somebody else because that guy's got a good thing going.
Yeah, get him in.
So, what's funny is I just realized nowhere on the label do I know what year this is. Now, I don't know if the different footer color bands differentiated it. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I think that's what color is the band?
It's like copper.
I could look that up.
It's like a copper band.
The Copper Band may be the first release.
With my wife, it very well could be.
The Blue Band was the third. That looks. Does it?
Let's see.
It looks like that's the first.
Let me see. Abe. So got a blue band? No blue. Okay, so it's the first or second. Look very.
Oh, that's the
similar.
second. It's the second's more copper. Yeah. Yeah,
All right, so it's a 23.
it's the 20. Yeah, it was the second
Get
one.
it out.
There you go.
And the only difference with the barrels where they aged the tobacco was the only difference with those. But there are nuances for sure. They're all great.
Well, it seems like our fans today are taking care of themselves, all smoking really
Right. Yeah.
Well, Saka.
good stuff.
Now, I know why you guys do these soccer contests now. We're doing a soccer contest this week, and I can't believe the response we got.
Oh, you mean you just figured it out after 4 years?
Yeah, wow.
I did and I didn't, right?
Does that mean,
Abe, we couldn't give away a $150 gift card.
I listen.
I can't. We
I
give it
know.
away
How
a
many
month.
times? How many times have I shared in the smoking your giveaways? It's literally just like, hey, make a comment. You're in a giveaway.
Right, you're in. That's all you have to do. And then it's like we get hundreds of these soccer things. And
What did you
not-
give away? What did you give away from Saka?
a mug,
One
the
of his?
mug. Yeah, one of his mugs.
Did you have to call him and
A
ask-
cap.
Did you have to call him and ask him for one?
No, he sent some stuff out, and basically, and I threw in the emerald fish challenge coin too, because I was just so that I just said, yeah.
You're just gonna give that coin away?
I'm sorry,
Wow.
I didn't realize that.
Wow.
That's a nice coin.
We take care of our
Wow.
fans on Coop. We take care of the fans on Coop. They take care of us. So
I'm gonna
If I had a coin, I would not be giving it away. So we do not take care of our fans.
I have been under orders to remove swag. Is the problem at the house?
Oh,
That's the one I really wouldn't give away. I tell you what, out of all the coins that we worked on as a team, that has to be up there as one of my favorites.
It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful.
Looking coins. But I think the thing with Saka is, and the people work with it, is look, he don't make like China shit, I mean, like crap stuff. It's all really nice stuff that people really want. So if you're a fan, I mean, and look, he trusts me. Look, I had a guy I saw at customer service yesterday or the day before. He wanted the emerald fish coin, but didn't want to buy a box. And what's funny is, I love this.
I want to be a firefighter, but I don't want to take the test.
Listen, I love this. I love this, and I don't even care if he's listening. But they start out the thing. I'm a loyal, long-time customer. That's how they started, and I really wanted to get this coin, but I don't feel like paying $17 a stick for cigars, to get the coin and whatnot. And of course, I mean, I don't know if they think like we can't look up their history,
right,
and figure it out. This guy didn't place one order in all of 2025, and I think he's placed 6 since 2021. So I don't know what his definition of long time. Well, I mean, long time maybe, but loyal, I don't know. And then, which that didn't affect my response.
Right.
But I mean, and we're not, as Stock says, we're not in the swag selling business. These are gifts. You're supporting a brand, you're supporting the stuff. And I told him, I said, look, he trusts us to use his intellectual property to make some, let's face it, pretty cool looking swag, right? This is one of our original, I love this mug. It's one of my favorites.
Speaking of which, by the way, Abe, I got to wear a one of one unreleased little soccer beanie, the orange soccer beanies that were too small. Fits me perfect.
What is this?
Soccer
Fe?
Yeah, from maybe 2 years ago. It was the little soccer beanie. It's a one of one, because they were too small, but it was perfect.
Yeah, we make prototypes sometimes if we're buying something new or trying something new. So we get a lot of prototypes, but we just don't sell that stuff. We're not in the swag selling business. It's something that it's a gift. When you support the brand, you get it. I don't think I would ever even email a company and say, hey, that free good you're giving away with purchase, can I just buy it from you? Give you $5. I mean, I don't know. It's just a weird psychology to me. Yeah, I don't get that at all. Ever.
Yeah. He should start a fashion line of clothes now. Next.
No, Rocky should have did that.
Oh, by the way, Alex.
Rocky could still do that.
Alex, there's been an update to the TGS Opus X by Carlito Fuente. If you thought you were impressed before, Alex is saying, how the fuck can it be better? Wait till you see it now. They're air shipping us Monday morning, a single box, so we can start our videos, because this is supposed to come up on the 4th. Now, my only concern is whether they're going to make it by the 4th or not, because 4th is not that far away. So I don't know. I said, look, there's 2 other dates we could do it. We could either do it there's 1 week in between Pete and Steve, and then we could just do it the week after Steve. So tentatively, that date may get changed just because the product's not here. Even if the product arrives here 2 or 3 days after our drop date, we'll probably still do it on time and just
right.
I'm just waiting on the news, but he sent me some updated photographs. I'm telling you, this is without a doubt a milestone in my career.
Wow.
Hands down. This is if you have moments in your career where you say some of the coolest shit ever happened to you, this is without a doubt one of them, hands down. And I think it's going to break the internet.
I'm not making a bet, just so you know. So
no, you lose. I'll tell everybody you'll fucking lose. Alex seen it. You'll lose.
I'll lose. I know. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna bet on the arrival of this. Sorry, Carl.
I can't do nothing but tease it now. I mean, it's one of the coolest things that I've experienced being in this industry, but I don't even have the box yet. So I can't. There's nothing more I can do. Believe me, we're coming up on the release date. The second this thing lands, we're videotaping, we're in production, and hopefully 24 to 48 hours later, it's out there for everybody to look at. So this isn't the boxes are sitting in our warehouse and we're not telling anybody what it is. It's I don't have anything to make a presentation with yet.
Is there a box count? How many there are going to be available?
I have a request. Nobody said I'm not going to get the request.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know.
Right.
Okay. Then that takes out my one guess. I only had one guess. Okay.
What's your guess?
I'm not gonna say it on the air.
Why not?
I'll give a guess.
Because I don't want to diminish what it might be in the event that I'm wrong.
Well,
so
let me just let me put this in perspective for you. Then. In the digital experience, he only made us 100 boxes.
I know.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
It's way more.
Oh, okay.
I believe we're getting way more. So,
okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Gary, it should be around this area.
Yeah. I'm gonna put Jose on the task with this. He's in the Dominican. See if we can poke around.
Or just find out like we all do, Coop.
It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to share it. I'm not teasing it. I cannot wait to put it out there and share it. I mean, it is teasing, but what do you want me to do? When you see it, you'll know how excited I am and how badly I want it.
I don't think I have any doubt with that, actually, though. If knowing who's involved with this and you're involved with this, that's a given for me. Now I'm just curious to see what it is. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm very anxious to know.
That's when the dark side of my customer service comes out, Gary. It's kind of the response I should have had, actually. Yeah,
Look, if you want, I've known people that have been in an event or whatever, and they wanted the swag so bad, they paid, just go, hey, I'm buying the swag and I'm getting the cigars for free. That's
It
okay.
happened.
If you want the coin for $159, then just buy the coin for $159 and give
I
away the
couldn't
cigars.
give away a Visa gift card. I'm being honest. I couldn't give away a Visa gift card, and I'm giving a Saga. The Saga package is blowing it away.
What's in the package? The hat, a
The
coin.
hat, the mug, and the coin. That's it.
Which mug?
It's one of the older mugs. I had an extra, the green ones.
Oh, the Sinclair or the D logo one.
The D logo one, kind of with that brown.
Yeah, I know exactly. What it is.
Yeah, it's a great. I had one already, so I'm like, and it's in the original box, so I'm like, he sends some stuff out to the media every year, and typically now it's collecting. So I've been doing a lot of giveaways lately, and I just said, let me start the year off with a soccer one, and it's blown up the site. I can just tell you that right now, and I look at how many people clicked on the post versus actually entered, and it's amazing how many people actually clicked on it and didn't enter.
Yeah.
So
That's a nice pack. That's a nice prize pack.
Yeah.
Prize. Yeah, no, it's a good.
I think the coin's the best thing then.
Well, I figured let me just.
But it all matches. It's not a random.
That's kind of what I was thinking was kind of the matching.
Yeah.
With it. Yeah.
I can't wear the flat rim hats. I'm not 12 years old and a skater.
I had like 3 other
do
Saga
it.
hats, that I've worn. This one I hadn't worn, so.
So I'd like to bring up something very important because someone just made a comment which is actually very, very relevant. And we pretty much have like a little over half our normal viewership. So if you're watching us right now and you have a friend who's into cigars, do me a favor, just tag him. Just tag him. Maybe he's familiar with KMA, maybe he's not, but this is actually something pretty relevant to the situation. Okay. This comment right here. Oh, sorry, I just blocked your ad. So if you've been on the wall of whether you wanted to participate virtually, especially virtually, because our virtual packs, we only have a certain number of tickets. That's it. When they're gone, they're gone. We allocate, these are to the virtual, these are for live. And I'm pretty confident that when we release this Opus X, when the video finally comes out, just like our fan here, I think a lot of people are going to jump on board, and I think the virtual tickets will be gone pretty quick. So if you have any inclination that you might want to participate in the virtual experience and get your TGS pack, whatever, I would honestly recommend doing it before that release, because we saw what happened when we did it in 2021. Tons of people just literally participated in the event to get a chance at that box. So I think if you're on during the broadcast when it goes live, you'll have an extremely high probability, if we get the number we requested, to be able to get the box. It may not sell out for maybe an hour and 15, which is a lot different than 6 minutes.
15 minutes, right?
Not even. It was like 6 minutes.
It was because it crashed.
It kept crashing every.
But minus crash. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. In fact, I actually think, Alex. Oh man, we might not have enough time. I just thought about this right now. I'm debating whether we should do that. I got a call Monday morning.
I think you can handle it.
You don't?
I think you can handle it.
You don't think I should?
No. I know what you're talking about, Abe.
I think we just call Wheeler or whoever, we get a server boost, and I think because you're talking probably 500, 600, 800 people. That's
Yeah, you're not talking.
It's not.
Yeah. Good point.
Because remember back then too, when we did it, everybody had their tickets. It was 2,000 people rushing to get.
Yeah, we did it during the broadcast, so everybody. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and just to back up so everybody understands, Abe. I mean, the reason you're talking about this is that in order to have first shot at these, which they typically go in there, you need to have a ticket to the event.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure nobody doesn't. Why is he saying that? Like, this is why this gives you into access to that room. Otherwise, you're not going to see these cigars, most likely. Some of them you might, but not the fun days.
These were made exclusively to support those participating in TGS. This is our 20th anniversary. I think that's why everybody kind of went over the top. Steve, Pete, especially Carlito. And they're made available to people who are participating in the Great Smoke. Now, if you have a ticket, whether it's live or virtual, doesn't make a difference. the minute you have your ticket, you purchase your ticket, it exists in your account, and you have access to the TGS store where all these releases exist. Doesn't exist on our normal website. You won't be able to find it. So if you have a ticket, you need to have your ticket before any release, right? So Carlito's technically at this point the first one. Then we have Pete, and then we have Steve Saka. So I'm 99% confident that the day we release this video and it gets shared, and especially because it's an Opus X, I mean, I'll tell you that. Opus fans are super hardcore, and they love to chase everything down. We see it every release. There's going to be people who never heard of my company. There's going to be people who've never bought a single thing ever from me who will see this and will buy a ticket, whether it's virtual or live, just to have a chance to get this box. So that's what's going to happen. So if you're on the border and you've been thinking about it, my suggestion is don't wait. My guess is if this ships Monday air freight, give them a day off. Maybe they're off. We get it by Wednesday. The footage will probably be released by Friday, if not the following Monday for sure. So
I'm gonna tell you this now. This is a $5,000 secondary market box. I guarantee you the next day you're gonna see somebody's gonna have it up somewhere for about $5,000. And I say that because we saw the green box up for $4,000.
I was going to say the green box.
The green box sold for $4,000.
Yeah,
it was up for $7,000.
Sold.
I don't know if the 7 ever sold.
So we're easily going to see this box sell for 5, 6. I mean, it's just how people are with this stuff.
And it's kind of hard to compliment this without trying to be insulting, but the box that Carlito first made for us in the digital experience, dude. I mean, it just looks like it makes that box look like it was just a plain ordinary box, like nothing. I mean, it was crazy. So super, super, super excited about this. I mean, and when people say milestone, like they don't understand. I mean, forget how it's going to look in the presentation. And I know the amount of effort because I informed Carlito about this, just so you know.
We got to figure out, Abe. We got to figure out a better way, a better comparison. Because it's the right comparison, but we almost forget. Like that green box is still one of the most exclusive Opus X on the planet.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to talk about this without insulting the other one, but it's that
right.
It's not much of a gap.
It is that much of a gap. It really is.
Yeah.
And I told Carlito about this not at the last PCA. It may have been the one before that. So he's had a lot of time to really work on this, and the effort shows. The effort really shows, and I think what people don't understand when I say how it's a pinnacle. I don't know, and Coop, you might know this better than me. Has there ever been a single store Opus release ever?
There was only one, and I believe it was recent. It was Tobacconist of Greenwich. It was, I think,
I was going to say wooden Tobacconist of Greenwich. That's what it was.
That's I think the only other one I could. And if there's one other, I'm not aware of it. Someone can maybe refresh me. But there's look, the one I remember, the old Solaris was the first I could remember. But that wasn't Opus X, right?
That wasn't Opus X.
No. That wasn't Opus X. Yeah. So that was the first Fuente one I can even remember. But I don't think there's another Opus X one.
So imagine my career here. I may have had the first and only store exclusive, just Fuente product, right? Yeah. Solaris. Then I've been blessed to be one of 2 people he's made an Opus exclusive for, and now it's happened twice. I mean, I count my blessings, man. I'm very
yeah. No,
I say it's a milestone. It's like literally, milestone.
It used to be years ago with shop exclusives. It was a milestone if you got it right. But now it's a lot easier to get any shop exclusive, right? But then there's this tier. True. I mean, and that's in a tier, Padron, Opus X, that, a lot of people just don't get that opportunity.
Padron has done it way more often than
they've done it. What more? They haven't done a lot, but they've done it more. Yeah.
3, maybe.
But still, even still, you're talking they've done it more. 10, 15.
Right. Yeah. It's still not a lot.
No, it's not a lot.
I can name companies that are building their whole business model off of it right now.
Oh, sure.
Well, it's going to definitely be an interesting couple of weeks.
So, sure. Fred Rewey, how's
yes,
Fred 2.0? How's Fred 2.0 going? I'm interested in updates.
Fred 2.0.
Yeah, educators.
I'm assuming he's talking about that. I bought the scale that Alex turned. Is this one?
You did a whole. You made it. I didn't make that term up. You said that. I thought you were in.
I
it.
said that?
You were back in the gym. I thought you were eating. Got the scale.
You totally did not read. That wasn't me. I wouldn't say that. I did buy the scale.
So you just got the scale to see how much bacon fat exists in your body?
No, I actually felt pretty good about it. Except for like apparently my left arm or something. But you know,
Fatter. Is that a strange thing?
Like, how is one arm or one leg fatter than the other one? But was happy about metabolic age. So I'm just taking the wins. I mean, here's the problem. I bought this fancy scale, which, by the way, analyzes friggin' everything. It's amazing. And I'm also doubling down, and I bought the pizza doughs.
I was literally going to ask you.
I'm like, so, you know, it's...
Yes.
I got to decide here. I got to decide which direction. I'm gonna pull out one of the pizza doughs today at noon, so it proves for dinner tonight.
Have you used any yet or not?
What?
Have you used any yet or not?
No, today will be first day.
So it's pretty decent.
I ordered 50 of them.
Yeah, it's a box of 50. It's reasonable. And bro, it's really easy, man. You just oil down one of those dough boxes, throw them in. 6 hours later, they're ready to use.
So let me ask you this. Abe, you do yours in the oven, right?
So I do the pan one in the oven. Now we do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
My wife was making regular round pizzas, which we have a stone thing.
Right.
It's a stone box. It's a box with stone inside, and it goes on the top of a barbecue grill. And she.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, she made those there. But the one that I made that you saw those amazing pictures of, I might say.
Yeah, who makes cheese ricotta florets? I mean, it's just gonna melt. What do you do?
It doesn't melt. It did not melt because you refrigerate it before you put it on.
It did not look like the same as when you took it out. They melted down.
No.
They weren't pretty.
Fred, you put that on after the pizza comes out of the oven.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Like that.
That makes more sense. Okay.
I need to
And
know
then you
what the fuck is ringing.
What? And then you put cold cheese on top of your pizza?
Yeah, because the bite's hot. It's fine. Tastes delicious.
I don't know. Now, Alex, you use a pizza oven, right?
Yes, I use a small Ninja pizza oven.
Okay. Because what I suck at, and I saw the other day online, I suck at launching the pizza. I get it.
Cornmeal. No, it is.
It's. Yeah, I mean, especially in the small.
Launching it, Fred.
I mean, I had one completely fucked up, and I had to walk away from the pizza oven. So I've got an Arc XL. It's pretty good size, but there's not enough room.
You mean slide it in?
Launch it, yeah, slide it in.
Yeah.
So you use cornmeal?
Yeah. No, trust me, I've got that. So, but what I saw on the internet. Yeah. But it's not. Well, here's the thing. Well, two things I learned. One is that I was loading it way too heavy, too many toppings, too much whatever. You just can't, And then the other thing, though, that I saw the other day on the internet is that somebody made one that's like a conveyor belt, and you put it in there, and then you push it, and it peels off conveyor belt wise. Now, I don't need. They show you taking it off of that. I don't need that. Once it's in there and the crust is on the bottom, that's easy. Yeah, but launching it.
Here's the thing I've come to learn, Fred. You got to get it because the minute it touches, that's where that fucking thing is staying. Right?
Yes.
You know
Yeah.
You're not getting it in. At least I'm not. Even cornmeal, once it touches, that's where that fucking thing is staying.
Yeah. The launching is tough.
Me too.
I had
to clean it out a couple times. If you go heavy, you're going to be in trouble, especially if you got a thin.
Yeah, I mean, I got one in there one time, and I'm like, well, fuck. Now it's a calzone because I just flipped the thing over on the side.
Right.
Fred, what's the name of the company again?
Pocopero. So what they do is they have New York doughs, and they're little tiny balls about this big, and you just throw them in a Tupperware container when you're ready. You take them out of the freezer, put a little bit of olive oil in there or whatever, maybe sprinkle flour, maybe not, and then just let it sit there and proof, which is what I do with bread and stuff, where it gets bigger. And after about 4 or 5 hours, it gets bigger, but they're small, manageable sizes where they're only like 12 to 14-inch size pizzas, and it's New York dough. And everything I've seen, all the reviews have been great. I know that Abe was telling me about it last week, which the scary thing was, last time I was on the show, we talked about it, and it showed up in like my feed or something like that. And I had not gone out there yet. I'm like, oh, and I texted Abe, and I'm like, okay, they're definitely listening.
No, they're listening for sure.
I'm going to tell you what. I watched this video on Grandma Pie. That's where I got this idea. I think that sound may be coming from this, so I just turned it off. Maybe it's not like that.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I can't see nothing on my computer or my phone lighting up when that sound comes on. But if you do like a cookie sheet pan, you know, your typical standardized pan, you need 2 dough balls first off, right? And then you drop.
Oh, right. Yeah, if you're doing the weird square ones, yeah, okay, I get it.
But let me just tell you something. I've become a fan of that now. I don't think I'll be making a round pie for a long time because you spread it out. You stack them on top of each other, Fred, and then you just flour them up and then you just put them in the middle of the pan.
Right.
You get this nice.
Well, that is easy. Yeah.
You get it's really easy. You just keep fingering it until it gets all around the edges, and I lift it around the edges. And obviously the olive oil around the edges. Sometimes if you want, you can put oregano around the edges, but the edges are so crispy and good. But what I really find stellar, and because my wife made the regular ones,
right?
The square slices are like this, Fred, because it's not a thick crust pie. You're
right, and I don't want a thick crust.
Right.
Yeah.
By the time you layer it out, it's the thickness of a normal pie. But I don't know if it's the pan or the oven. We put the oven at 500 degrees. We put it in for like 10, 11 minutes. That's it, 12 minutes.
Right.
Like and the slices are like this. They have absolutely no flop. They crunch like a cracker. And then you get almost bakery style crust at the end. I'm sold.
I was probably like 35 years old before I ever had thin crust pizza. Like I just thought pizza was fluffy and 1 inch thick. And then I go into some meeting somewhere and someone brought in pizza and they were all thin crust. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then, sorry for the swearing. And then I like took a bite and I'm like, oh my God, thin crust is awesome. I can taste the flavors more. I can taste the toppings more. I mean,
I default there's different types of thin crust, and I like the Brooklyn style thin crust, which is the big and flat that you fold, not the crispy type.
It's just how much bread do you want? How much bread do you want in your pizza? That's what
I want to make you can fold it. If you can't fold it, it's kind of good.
Fold it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I get that.
Because I see people sometimes called thin crust, and they're talking about that crispy thick crust.
Well, not flatbread. I mean, like you can still fold a thin crust, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's funny how you evolve, because I grew up always thinking, like, when I was younger, I mean like even pre-20, pan pizza was my shit. I just love pan pizza. Just in your mind, you think you're getting more of pizza. You think you're getting
right.
Then you kind of outgrow pan pizza. But I always like to load my pizza with toppings, right? And I used to laugh. My wife even, you want what? A cheese pizza?
No, cheese pizza is the way to go. Yeah,
might as well go get some crackers and fucking cheese and eat it, you know? And in my older age now, that's the shit. A cheese, a margarita. You know, my kids will get a 1 or 2 topping, which is good. I don't mind having like a pepperoni or something. But these days where I would like 5, 6 ingredients on a pizza, it's gone.
The place you kind of found in New York. That place. The
one that everybody made fun of me for?
I didn't.
I know you didn't. Because you went there and you ate it.
Yeah. The way you get it's a cheese pie. You don't need to get any toppings on that.
I want toppings. I want toppings. I want toppings.
You don't want toppings on it because it's gonna.
Then I'll just get a grilled. I'll just get a grilled cheese sandwich. Then I don't want just a cheese pizza.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I get 2 slices, no matter what I'm doing in New York, no matter what time I'm coming back to the hotel, because it's literally like right around the block from where I usually stay. I get 2 slices. I don't care if it's 2, 3 in the morning. That's like my
right.
Go to bed move when I'm in New York. And you know, it's not. Listen, I've had La Industrie, I've had Mama Two's, I've had a lot of great pizza in New York, and it's not that caliber, but it is fucking good pizza.
If you 1 in the morning to get a pizza like that one, you get a pizza like that 1 in the morning. You can't. It's Little Italy. It's Little Italy pizza.
Okay, look. Let's be honest. 1 in the morning, I'll eat one of those little Red Baron deep dish pizzas that you throw in the oven. So I'm not that big. I'm not.
No, this is the best part. You don't have to. That's the best part.
I know.
It's not shit pizza. It's actually
really good. Yeah,
it's a really, really good slice. And you know, usually when we land,
have you had it not at 1 in the morning? Have you had it like in the middle of the day? Okay, all right.
I've done twice there.
Because I'm saying everybody thinks White Castle's a good burger. Has only eaten it after midnight.
You know, I was just getting ready to tell you. Usually we land, and you always land before you check in, right? So you give the bellhop the bag.
Right.
See, first place we go. Get a couple of
all right.
pizza.
Yeah,
fair enough.
honestly, and I think most of the pizza in Manhattan's overrated. That's really good. That pizza, yeah.
I mean, I talked about it. I made a video like one of my earlier trips to New York, and man, every fucking body razzed me about it. Razzed the shit out of me.
I went and paid like $35 to park to go to that place right now because this better be good. I go right, and it was. So it was worth it. Yeah.
No one talks about the premium up there for getting pizza.
I had a car. That was really the only way I could go. I wasn't going to be in Manhattan. That's why.
That's crazy.
That's the problem with having delivery pizza, though, because, like, you know, you can get it delivered, but it sits in that box too long and it starts to get soggy. It's steamed.
Yeah. I don't know why someone, especially delivery, like if I look, you know, I like to be innovative, right?
Yeah.
I know why they seal the box because the pizza will be ice cold while they get there, right?
Right. Yeah.
Why isn't somebody create a vented pizza box? So all that fucking steam, that fucking sauce.
Well, they do a little bit. Like a lot of them have like 4 little prong things, but it doesn't matter. Once they put it into their Ziploc baggy system, it doesn't matter anymore. It's still steaming.
I was just getting to the point.
Yeah.
So they don't put it in their Ziploc baggy system. If I was in the pizza business, I would totally make a screened or something top. All of it can get out. I don't give a shit. And then I'll have something in the back seat of the car where it's a heater from the bottom. It's a warmer.
Yeah.
The boxes and the warmers let the pizza stay warm from the bottom. Stay crispy.
Right.
All the steam gets out through the top. You're good to go.
Yeah.
No closure.
Yeah.
The front of, you could put it in a trunk, maybe, but like fit in the back seat. The front of it's completely open, so the steam ain't getting trapped in a box.
Right.
Comes right out of it, and you just heat them from the bottom. It can't be that expensive to make.
No,
you know,
no.
Every 7-Eleven's got they use the lamp, so this would be like a
but a lot of those pizza places by the slice, they got a pie sitting up there for a while, and they heat it just right, and they'll pop it in the oven to heat it up a little bit more. But
they heat it in the oven. Yeah,
they heat it.
From the
we usually do. Honestly, if we get delivery or whatever, I might glom a slice because I'm starving, but I put the rest in the oven. I toast it up.
Yeah, you got to eat pizza while you're waiting for your pizza. I get it.
Pizza, I like it on a slightly well done side.
Listen, back in the day when you used to
the difference is though their oven's 700-800 degrees. You know what I mean?
Right.
They pop it in the oven. It's a couple minutes, booming out. You know what I mean? It's still it's not the same. You got to put your hoping 550.
Well, the trick is you get that oven at 500 before the pizza shows up, and then you just
that's why you need a pizza oven though. My pizza oven goes to 700 or something like that. You need a pizza oven.
Yeah.
Are you still happy with your pizza oven?
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I've used it I cooked the roast pork in it too, which came out great.
I called it.
I did a Peter Luger style steak in the pizza oven, and it was phenomenal. Like that was a great use of a pizza oven. I've got the arc.
Luger. Explain to our listeners what a Peter Luger.
Okay, so basically, my pizza oven is the arc, so the flame goes across the top of the dome. It's like this big arcing flame. So you take a cast iron skillet with some olive oil or whatever there, and take like a porterhouse, and sear it a little bit of olive oil, put it in there and sear it on both sides. Pretty good. Take it back out, cut it off the bone, cut it into slices on both sides, and you make it look pretty. You put them slices back where they were around the bone. But then you do like butter, rosemary, garlic, and pour that on top of it. Then put it back in the pizza oven to get the rest of it all crisped up and cooked to medium rare or however you like it, and pull it out. Outstanding. Like probably one of the better steaks. And I cook steaks all the time. And I have four grills and smokers and whatever the hell else is out there. That was probably the best way to do a steak of that caliber. Outstanding.
I like that. I'm gonna have to do that.
That sounds very interesting, actually.
Delicious. The only thing that beats that is a salt block at Saga.
A what?
A salt block at Saga. Saga takes the steak. They cook the steak separate, but they serve it on a salt block. And the great thing about it, so it's all sliced up it's a great presentation you can do at home. And you put it on the table, and you got all the slices right there. And the salt doesn't impart as much salt into the steak as you would think it would, because it just doesn't. But when you go to a steakhouse and you have a steak and like those first couple bites, it's like steaming hot and it's delicious. And then as you go through it, it starts to cool down a little bit. Right. On a salt block, you're just pulling off the slices you're going to eat right then. So from start to finish, you've got sizzling hot steak. Oh, it's the best.
Fred, we're on countdown. We're on countdown right now.
The salt block keeps it hot.
Yeah. No, so you preheat the salt block. The salt block's like 500 degrees. You preheat the salt block.
Yeah.
And you can buy a Himalayan salt block off Amazon for like $30. I've cooked it on the salt block and I've cooked it off the salt block and then throw it on the salt block to serve it. I don't think it makes a difference, to be honest. I think it's easier to cook not on the salt block. You also don't run the risk of cracking a salt block as fast. But outstanding.
Yeah. Yeah, you put the potatoes on there too. You put the potatoes on there. It's incredible.
What's that?
What'd you say, Coop?
You put the potatoes on that salt block.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's
kind of
in the DR, right?
Yeah, we 1 month, about 1 month, Fred.
Or a month, yeah.
1 month from today. We'll be there.
All right. I got to get my table.
What is that, Pro Cigar?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're literally we're like a month away.
I will be down there on the 17th. Yeah.
I think I leave the 18th, yeah.
I'm getting down a couple of days earlier beforehand this year, so because I'm going to go to the Fuente Lounge and stuff like that before the crowds come in.
Someone said our microphones are all over the place. You know what? This is just the excitement level that I'm in. Now, if I slow down and maybe don't shout.
McTavish is in the comments.
No,
it's gotta be McTavish. Oh, we'll hear it Monday. The microphones are not working.
I know why mine is down, because my setup after our construction got all fucked up. I don't even have a place to put a mic, so I'm just using the computer mic.
That sounds good.
Not to Marshall, it doesn't.
You're good enough.
Well, no, Marshall just we're all over. Actually, I think you guys sound good. Coop and I are over the top because we're a little excited about Saga and steaks and pizza.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't been to the DR like that in a long, long time. I can't remember if I ever went there, but I doubt it, because I think I would remember that.
Oh, you'd remember. You're smoking cigars, having steak, great food.
Yeah, I think San Diego's got some of the best restaurants in the world. Actually, there's some really good places there. There's the Italian place that Carlito goes to, Noah, of course. I think there's some great.
I mean, there's like 4 really good ones, I would say. I don't know much beyond that, but yeah.
I've not had a bad meal in one though, but I probably those 4 are the ones. Yeah.
Oh, what's that thing I'm supposed to say, Jess? I want to test it out. Jess, tell me what. So there's this thing now. She told us about it where you could say it during the show and it'll mark it for her later. There's a phrase. I forgot what it is.
Really?
Use the thing.
She'll type it in. But yeah, there's like a verbal command where it'll tag our point in the show. There he goes. Jess, clip it. Let's see if it works. I don't think we've ever done it yet. So it'll mark it in the show and she'll go back and find it very easy from the thing. It
makes sense if it's transcript. Yeah.
Listen, I've said it multiple times. Hey, Jess, if you're watching, you got a sound, but now all this guy says, "Hey, Jess, clip it." All right,
why don't you just say Jess, and then she can search for her name.
I don't know how this works. This literally
I don't think he needs to say Jess. I think he just says clip.
I don't think it matters what you say, right? Because you just search on it in the tool.
No. It says clip it. The AI will pick it up.
Oh, okay, so it's automatic. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have to say Jess clip it. He just has to say clip it.
Marked.
Now, it's probably clipped.
Oh, so we should probably say clip it like a whole bunch during the show.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have told him, Jess. Sorry.
You shouldn't have told us. You shouldn't have told us. We shouldn't say clip it. Don't anybody say clip it again.
All right. I'm going to see if I could resolve this. Go ahead and talk for a few minutes before the break.
Well, I don't know. What do you think? We can figure. We could probably. I could always clip this part out of.
Well, Alex, I'll ask you a question, Alex. Did Philadelphia lose their minds this week? I mean, I thought there was going to be a suicide watch on Sunday.
I mean, no, they did exactly what. This is just a repeat of 2 years ago. This is they completely lost their mind, which is totally expected. This is.
I mean, they won the Super Bowl. I just want to make that point.
Absolutely, they did the right thing, except they did it, 6 weeks too late. You should have fired that offensive coordinator. Honestly, but
well, that's
it is what it is. That I think that
Fred,
that's what they're missing. It's coaching. Sorry, Fred. The host can say it.
That's bullshit.
Oh, come on.
Well, how smart is that?
Now we got to get Abe to trick Abe into saying
that's above my pay grade.
Well, that means I get to say it too. But that's good to know, though. Clip it.
Plug it into that thing over there.
Clip it. Oh, you got your mic.
I got nowhere to put it because I'm not ready for the table. I'm in this deconstructed.
Clip it to the table.
You're so stupid.
Asher, I see your head.
Yeah, I know.
All right, you're good.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Start edging someplace to sit down. No, bro, you're good.
There he is. Good morning.
There he is.
Raphael.
I hope he's
Good
warm.
morning, Raphael.
Bundled up, probably.
Let's
It's
see
not
if we can
terrible.
Hey, Raphael, we're chatting about this. Raphael, look, the struggle's real. The heater is on for the show.
When I see the
We're not
weather
used to
for
this. We are
Miami
not
go
used
to
to this.
50, yeah, I get worried about him.
I went golfing yesterday and it was 33 degrees when I teed off. I'm like, what am I doing?
Do I sound better, everyone?
Yeah, you
Oh,
sound
gosh.
like
Yes, you do.
Wow.
Back up a little.
Wow.
Hello.
Wow.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Good morning to all our fine folks
Yeah.
and fans out there.
Okay, now it's getting creepy.
Yeah, it's been chilly down here. Oh, AJ Brown. I don't know if you guys answered Lewis's question while I was trying to get the mic.
What's he doing? Is he relevant again? What do you do now?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. What happened to AJ Brown?
him and Sirianni, the coach, got into it on the sideline.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean
okay.
that's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, he's a fucking diva wide receiver. I mean, he's Michael Irvin.
He's,
Jerry,
he's replaceable. He's replaceable.
but you know what? He's also not wrong either. He's almost not replaceable, Coop. It's kind of tough because he's like a $48 million cap hit.
Yeah,
Here's the
I
thing.
see. From
So
that
it's
point, yes.
actually it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. He's definitely replaceable. Honestly, he's kind of replaced. Devontae Smith is as good a target as AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Yes, me.
Look, but everyone knew that this was going to be a little bit of a down year for the Eagles with some of the guys they lost, particularly on the line. So,
Right,
but I think for the long term, they're going to be built well. I mean, I think just kind of
this offensive coordinator thing is the problem.
That was his buddy, and that
I know
was
you're not a
his-
sports guy, but you're a football guy. Imagine playing all 4 years in high school with a new coach every year. That's what the Eagles have been
Yeah.
doing every
Yeah.
single
Yeah.
year. But if they're smart, if I'm Howie Roseman, I'd say Nick Sirianni. Okay, listen, you're safe. You won us a Super Bowl. You don't get to pick the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator anymore. I'll handle this one.
Yeah.
You had your shot. We blew it. When I brought my guy in, we won a Super Bowl. So let's.
Though they were in a tough position, Alex, because the Moore who left very late after the Super Bowl, and most of the offensive coordinators were already hired. They
Right,
were in a
right,
tough
right.
position with that, unfortunately.
Right. Abe got about 5 minutes left, I think.
Well, I don't know, Coop. Do you want to talk about what you have as part of the story, and then
Coop really doesn't know.
We have a
anything
light week in
besides-
news. We have a very light week in news. So
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to omit this part from your story. I'm going to assume.
we could do whatever you want. Because I think there's another big thing we could talk about and have some fun
Abe,
with.
I
Coop
didn't know
doesn't
if you
know.
wanted-
Coop doesn't know anything outside of the headline story.
Yeah, I think you guys have
He
more
hasn't made the
details than
connection.
me.
He doesn't.
Well,
And then
know.
I should have actually called you guys when I saw Boynton Beach in there, actually. And
Yeah.
Terrence gave me the heads up on this story, actually.
Well,
so-
I mean, we'll tell you.
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah.
So there was some industry news on Tuesday. There was actually a shooting Monday afternoon, literally across the street from our headquarters in Boynton Beach. Police came on the premises, told
On your
everybody.
premises?
Yeah, they told
I was
everybody.
getting emails from school. I was at school. Was
Yeah,
on
they
lockdown.
told everybody you couldn't leave the shop, to stay inside, shelter down. Our whole shopping center,
Wow.
the shopping center across the street. There were armed police officers just standing in the
guns
middle of-
drawn. Yeah.
rifle strong.
For the guys.
Out just walk around with rifles on Gateway Boulevard. That was the day I had surgery, so I wasn't there. And I got a text from my operations manager, and we at that time, because we didn't know nothing, we thought it was something going on at Publix, because it seemed
Right,
like
a
all
shooting
the,
at Publix or something.
yeah,
Right,
all
right,
the
right.
attention was
That's
across
what
the
it seemed
street.
like.
Then the next morning, I got a text from Alex's wife, Marissa, saying that I guess the address of where the incident occurred was
The building. Right.
the building was published, and we deal a lot with these people. They're actually very close friends of ours, my family, my daughter, my wife, everybody pretty much in our business knows them very well. My dad is close to them. One year there was, I guess, a World Cup soccer, and they took over this whole bar. They knew some bar in Vegas where they made a bar, opened up. They took my dad and they watched the World Cup soccer, then bought him back after the game was over. Great guys. And a lot of our fans are going to definitely know one of these guys. These guys were produce importers who back in the day after S-Chip got into, yeah. If you've been at the Great Smoke.
I recognize him now.
Yeah.
This is Chuck and Rick Girardi, and they've become very well known and very close to many people in the industry because they were already importers. They got into importing a lot of cigars for a lot of these manufacturers.
Yeah.
In fact, their company imports most of the stuff that we get from overseas for the Great Smoke and stuff like that, and projects we make. And
Marissa deals with them daily.
Yeah.
And the gentleman on the right, Rick, if anybody doesn't know this, he wrote and performed the theme song to our show. He was at the Digital Experience and he went on live at the end and sold, My Big Cigar.
That was him?
Yes.
Cooper.
Yes. I can't think of anything more tragic, to be honest with you. We didn't want to start the show with the story because it's just a downer.
68 and 72 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
And I when I just tell you, two of the nicest people ever.
Really?
Chuck would storm into my office, not knock. You just walk right in.
Always.
And
as a matter of purpose. Always.
Yeah, and my response is like, "What the fuck? Do I come to your fucking office?" And he didn't give a shit. I mean, that was a relationship we had, and it was great. And basically, the story was there was somebody in the organization, they embezzled about, I think, $5 million.
Yeah,
and he just got sentenced to, I think, 18 or 20 years in prison with another 10 years probation. This was so avoidable. Chuck, I don't even know what we should be talking about, but long story short, they had a meeting with the brother and it ended up with a fatal shooting of both of them.
Yeah.
So,
the brother of the person who embezzled.
Yes. Who's already in jail.
Yeah.
And then the rest you can read about in the news. I mean, it's all in the news. There was a chase. The guy ended up shooting himself in the car. So I don't know what the accomplished task is. The brother's still in jail. Now he's dead. And he killed two of the nicest and greatest human beings that I know. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They were amazing. I mean, so I got into a buying a long time ago. I they imported my stuff for Nomad. And I mean, because they were in produce, they were so used to releasing things quickly through import. I would get a notice from them that it was already through, like it would land and be on a truck in 2 hours going to the warehouse. I mean, and they were the most efficient, nicest guys. Yeah, it's such a huge loss.
For folks who may not understand what import is, just maybe a quick explanation.
Go ahead, Coop.
Well, basically, when stuff comes into the U.S., it's got to kind of clear a customs process, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So they would do that piece, and then they would send, once that piece was done, and like you go into these import warehouses, there's like strict rules and everything. Like
there's a lot of documentation, legal.
Right.
Work,
ton of paperwork.
They handle all of that.
And then what they would do is they would send it out to a warehouse where the product is stored, basically afterwards. So they would
wherever you wanted it. They would move it on. They would clear it through customs, and it would go to whoever's warehouse they wanted.
Yeah, some companies do both, right? But this was kind of for smaller companies that made a lot. But they did some big company stuff, from what I was hearing too. I don't think it was just small stuff. Yeah.
So before we're going to go to the break, everybody, we're just going to take a moment of silence for really one of the most tragic stories I've ever heard. We love both of them. Deeply. I mean, they're literally at every PCA show. Deeply going to miss these guys, and just keep them in your hearts and their families in your hearts.
Imagine not choosing Monte Cristo. Imagine not choosing greatness. The difference between us and everyone else is in our DNA. The flame of Monte Cristo never extinguishes because greatness is more than high ratings and exceptional cigars. In greatness, there is history, development, and constant innovation. Choosing a Monte Cristo is not choosing the easy way. Choosing a Monte Cristo is deliberately choosing the best option. Since 1935, we have strived for excellence. Our brand is backed by thousands of pickers, bunchers, rollers, salespeople, and aficionados like you. Choosing Monte Cristo is more than simply choosing the best. It is joining a family that believes in greatness. It is knowing that Monte Cristo evolves with the times, but still maintains our values and storied traditions. Choosing a Monte Cristo is choosing not to settle for less than the best. Lighting a Monte Cristo is taking a trip down memory lane, yet enjoying the moment and getting excited about the future. Imagine not choosing Monte Cristo. Imagine not choosing greatness. Now our story continues. Without forgetting where we came from, we are creating the future, one blend at a time. Here's to the past, present, and future. Monte Cristo. Then, now, forever.
Surgeon.
Honest Abe here with the GOAT to tell you about Smokin's Cigar of the Month Club. Alex, tell our fans out there why our club is the best darn club out there.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you why. Because every month I personally handpick 5 premium cigars. No filler, no fluff, no fugazis. These are all premium, handmade, name brands that you can find in any brick and mortar store in your area. All delivered to your door for $34.95. And our average monthly retail value since the inception of our club has been almost $57. Another great feature of our Cigar of the Month Club, Alex, tell them about the ease of our Cigar of the Month Club. I'll tell you, I hate subscription services. It's always a pain to cancel them, turning them on. We've made it super simple. All you gotta do is log into your account. There's a little green button there. If it's green, you're active. You want to take a break, you're going out of town, simply hit the button and you'll deactivate your membership. Want to turn it back on? The exact same easy process. You can turn it right back on. We've made it that easy for you. Another great feature is our Double Down Club. Alex, tell them about the Double Down Club. We had so many of our members reach out to us who really enjoyed our selections every month. They wanted to know there was a way they can get 2. And we've made that very simple. With a simple check mark, you can get double this great selections every month and save $10. Does our club have perks? Of course it have perks. You want to tell them about the perks? As a member of our club, every month there's a special discount code where if you like any of the selections, we will offer them to you, so you want to come and get some more. You can get them at a special discounted rate for our Cigar of the Month Club members. And finally, expedited shipping. Tell them how fast we get the stuff out, Alex. We get the stuff out on the 28th of every month. Our membership bills on the 28th, and we get every member's package out on the 28th if it's a shipping day. 5 great reasons on what makes Smoking Cigar of the Month Club the best club out there. Check it out. Peace. Hey, I really appreciate you doing the video with me. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. I mean, you didn't let me get a word in, but whatever.
What?
That was great. It's perfect.
Welcome back to hour 2 of KMA Talk Radio. As always, we're here with our trusted gang, William the Scoop Cooper, and our special guest host today, Fred Rewey. Alex Tavella is in an important meeting right now with the porcelain god, and I'm sure he'll be.
Thank you for not live streaming that.
Yeah, you know we should give him a backup camera that he could put in the back.
Oh no.
Wow. Yeah, I know, Tim. Alex and I are going to work on this, like we've been saying for about a year now, but we'll get to it eventually. I promise.
Yeah, because Alex has lost like 50 pounds since you shot that commercial, so it's time for a new one.
It's way overdue. We
35.
That's still a lot for you, pound. You know,
it's still a lot. Yeah,
Pound for pound.
Pound for inch. Pound for inch.
I went from 215 to 180.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's that time. We have a new sponsor for this segment, which we'll hopefully have up and ready by next week. It's okay. by next week, we have a new sponsor. First time, not as a company, but the brand. First time brand being sponsored a KMA segment or the show, which we're very excited. Our videographer is so caught up right now with doing stuff for TGS, but we'll have everything updated in the next week, not 2 weeks for sure. But it is that time to test the musical acumen of our fans out there and our host. It's time to find out if you could name that jam.
Okay, so I'm not running intros, right? We're going.
You could. Yeah, could.
All right. Albo gets a free play this week.
All right.
I have
AI.
Listen, I've designed this with you in mind. If you don't get this one, I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board. All right. So no pressure. Here we go.
You need cooling. Baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send ya. I'm gonna send ya back to schooling. Lay down inside, honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love.
Come on. You're not. Come on. Let's dissect the lyrics.
First of all, I could barely make out some of the lyrics.
Now, I was having a little trouble with that too.
You don't understand our perspective because you're doing this. I'm telling you, I could barely understand some of the lyrics. When you dead read a song, it's way more easier. I bet you if you dead read it right now, I might get it. But the music, I don't even know it's really a woman. I
think I got this one. I think I got it.
Well, there's a couple
got it
guesses.
heavy, man.
I think I got it. I do think I got it.
There's a couple guesses. Fred looks about
Fred
stumped.
Rewey?
I am.
No clue.
Nothing. I got
I
nothing.
No clue. I got nothing.
Come on.
I mean, now that
I'm
they've
not
said it,
fooling.
now that they've said it,
No,
I hear it. I mean, I could.
Yeah, they got it right. Yeah, they got it right.
You know, now that they've said it,
It took me a little while on this one.
It did take you a little bit as well.
Yeah, I didn't have it.
you were stumped when it came back. Were you
No, I was stumped. I was leaning towards it, and I'm like, did I hear it right?
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I can tell because Cooper.
No, I can tell. Yeah, when Cooper knows, he starts going.
No, he did. He got it. He got it towards the end.
I didn't have it. I didn't have a slam dunk on this one.
Yeah, because you guys can't see our faces when he plays a song, but when Cooper knows what it is, you see him in the background.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to jump on this one because I wasn't 100%.
Nah, he wasn't.
All right, play it.
Play what?
Play what?
Oh, we don't play the real song, the release.
No.
Well, it was the real song.
We can't because
the real song is the whole purpose of this is not to get dinged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a classic.
It's a classic.
Classic that none of us knew.
It was a tough. This was a tough one because I was having trouble making out some of the lyrics. So yeah.
We get really dinged when it's like 5-8 seconds.
Yeah,
of a
man.
song.
Oh
we
boy,
get dinged time.
trust me.
Oh yeah.
And especially considering, we're on thin ice as it is.
Fucking Facebook.
And no, actually, the things come from YouTube with that, but oddly enough.
Yeah,
really?
that's more of a YouTube thing. Yeah.
Copyright. They're not like platform dinged, but it's like, yeah, your shit's muted in, 75 countries or. But
Yeah, listen to me. I've seen that thing, but it's always countries.
Yeah,
I never.
I
We're
know,
not.
but
Azerbaijan.
I know, but it's still it's negative hits against you. You know what I mean? The more copyright infringements, the less you're gonna.
Jess, clip it. I guess they want me imitating Coop.
I did like that clip actually.
I couldn't see it funny. I couldn't see it myself because my eyes were closed when I was imitating Coop. I guess it must have looked funny. I guess.
Just in case that doesn't work, Jess, 1 hour, 12 minutes, and around 40 seconds it was.
See, I thought it said the beginning lyric said you need schooling, and that was what was throwing me off.
Well, you know what? That's really kind of the problem. Is
Yeah.
I can't understand the AI words sometimes, because you're not familiar with the beat. You don't really have a clue what the song is. And so I'm not getting all the lyrics. When you were dead, I'm telling you, if you dead read that, I would have gotten it.
I bet you would have.
Yeah, if you dead read that in a monotone like you used to, I would have gotten that.
I actually like that version of it. That was a good disco version of it.
Good disco, huh?
Yeah, I liked it.
Fucking Cooper. All right. Hey, so before we hit the news.
Well, we're going to say what it is, right? Officially, whole lot of love.
Yeah, a whole lot of love. Let's say.
Yeah, Face doesn't know, yeah.
What were you saying?
I say before we go to the news, so Fred obviously is with Cigar Press Magazine, and Coop has been in the media, God knows, for as long as I can remember, back when he had hair almost.
Right.
You guys have both now have officially released your top cigars of 2025. Is Cigar Press done with it, Fred, too?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You guys want to talk about your choices and any heat or any controversy regarding any of your picks? I mean, this is always kind of a fun time of year. Everybody kind of waits for people's top 25, or is it 25? Is it 10? What do you guys normally do? 25?
I do 30, actually.
We do 20.
20. Yeah, isn't it kind of weird? What number do you determine with? Do you go with 25? How do you come up with what number you want to use?
It used to be that I do a month's worth, right? And then I had to kind of shift it because we were trying to get into the half-wheel consensus, and that was a problem. And I just kept it at 30. Yeah, so that was the whole idea, and I just kept it at 30.
So you do 30 cigars, Coop?
Yep.
That's a lot.
Well, we had 156 reviews this year, so it was a lot of reviews.
Yeah.
Well, let's just dissect your top 10 for a little bit. How about that?
Yeah.
Who wants to? Well, what did you guys have for 10? Let's each start with 10.
So I had the Aging Room Cuatro, Nicaragua.
Respectable.
Yep. And I had the Las Seis Provincias ORT.
I just, for clarification, both of your lists, are they cigars from this year?
No.
2025.
Past 2 years. The past 2 years for me.
So our list is
hold on.
Yeah, our list is 2025. Yeah.
Yeah. Now this just opened up another Pandora's box.
Mm-hmm.
So your top 30 is cigars that came out in 20. Yeah.
Are they 2 years, but ones that didn't make it in time for the year before? Is that why you're saying 2 years?
Yeah,
Okay,
and,
like
and,
the
and
later-
basically, if I
the
miss
later
something,
ones.
it gives me a chance to put it back in.
Gotcha. You're right.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so-
Yeah.
So it's
That's
not
the
like
reason
Cigar Aficionado. The cigar.
No,
came
it's not like
out
Cigar Aficionado. It's not
25
random.
years
all that.
ago, and it's number one this year.
So to be clear, your choices were cigars that kind of weren't in contention, depending on your deadline.
Sure.
The year before,
And maybe they didn't make it to some stores right away for whatever reason. You know, it kind of gives that opportunity to
So
still
both
consider
of you guys, your cigars are relevant to 2025, essentially.
Yep.
Okay, that was my ask. Go ahead. Anyway.
Right, so
Well,
what was
mine had to be released in 2025.
it had to be released. So if it came out
Yes.
December 26th, it was included.
So we don't have a cutoff specifically, but my guess is that a December cigar shipping in anything after mid-November would be tough to make the list just to smoke enough of them to see if they're good. So
Well, I think that's why
You know.
Coop gives
Yeah.
the buffer.
yeah, but Coop's
So-
buffer is way earlier than our buffer. Coop's like July.
Yeah, July, because we can't, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want those cigars to be in commerce for 100 days. That's kind of the
Okay.
concept.
So let me ask you this, because you mentioned Las Seis Provincias. So your top lists will include limited release cigars.
Yes, but not uber limit. Like there's one uber limited, but we try to avoid the uber limiteds
Okay.
of like
so
100 boxes. Yeah.
They will include limited editions. I'm
Yeah.
assuming I'm assuming they would not include store exclusives.
They don't.
Okay.
They don't. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but
I completely understand.
yeah, because we can't get to all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's good standards. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what was your number 9 picks?
We
I
were
bet you guys like that.
we were Plasencia Alma de Cielo Robusto.
Good
And
cigar.
I was aging on La Boheme Poeta.
I like the La Boheme.
Really good cigar. Yeah.
La
Yeah.
Boheme's
Yeah.
La Boheme
So,
is
A
solid.
good example, Abe, is he had the aging room at number 10. It didn't make my list because I didn't get the review, which wasn't done in time. And it just sometimes that happens. So it's eligible for 26. That's kind of a good example of
Not a
that.
bad
I will say this year was, as opposed to last year's report, this year was a little tougher when it got into the top 10.
Yeah.
Last year, I remember everything after 15 became like, I don't know what's left. There were a lot of really good cigars, I thought, in this run for us to choose from, which made it very difficult around the top 3 or top 4. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking how we do like tail of tape, man. In cigars, I think it would be so much even harder.
Yeah.
What came in at number 8 for you guys?
We had from Black Label, but it's under the Emilio line. It's the Grimalkin Maduro,
Good cigar, too.
Interesting,
and that was also a Robusto. Yeah.
interesting pick. Do you guys feel that Vitolas make a difference in your choices?
Absolutely.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. I see people do it without the Vitola, and then what happens if you have that one bad Vitola? Is the question. So you have to go with Vitola.
This
Yeah.
has been an ongoing like kind of debate in my whole career of whether Vitolas. I'm a believer they do.
Yeah, they do.
I'm a believer they do, but there is a base out there that they don't consider the Vitolas a different blend or feel or taste or differentiate, at the very least, differentiation.
I think when you get to this level, when we're talking about, okay, so like our essential 30 list, which we started this year, which is these are 30 cigars, regardless of when they came out. They needed to meet production. They couldn't be limited. And these are cigars you should stock your humidor with. Those we did not do Vitola specific because it's a broader swatch of blends and cigars and stuff like that. But if you're talking about a top 10, top 30, top, whatever you do, I think you have to be size specific in that because you're saying this is a top whatever cigar of the year. I think you have to be size specific. Oh, Abe's ringing again.
Bro, I just hold on. It's driving me fucking nuts. I just went to force quit my applications, and the only thing open is my Finder and Google Chrome. I had messages open, but I shut it down. I force quit it, and it still played.
Are you is your phone on Do Not Disturb?
My phone is on silent, and it's definitely not my phone. I got no alert, no nothing. It's
That's weird. It's like a FaceTime call coming in.
Yeah,
it is a FaceTime call, but I can't find where it is. It's
Strange.
so.
But yeah, Fred, that makes sense. I mean, when you start nailing down lists, because it's just they'll all be, this different sizes will be in the same range of profile, but like you said, when you're curating lists, there's a difference.
I mean, look, I've had a cigar that'll be a top 10 cigar for me.
You so much at 11 o'clock in the morning.
I stopped. Hold on.
I've had cigars hit a top 10 list that I love this cigar and hate it in another size. That's more of a rarity now than I think it used to be. That used to be a big deal, particularly if somebody goes all the way from Lancero to a 60 ring gauge. But yeah,
Avo Cinco Nicaragua was one of those lines for me. It just didn't hit in certain. And there was one size that hit that was great. Yeah,
I would agree.
Yeah.
Well, especially
who was your
something that comes in a round as opposed to a box press. Two different total cigars.
Coop, who's your number 8?
Oh, this one was actually number 1 on Bear's list, who does a separate list, but on mine it was number 8. It was the Christoph Vente 20th anniversary Toro.
Mm-hmm.
And if folks haven't smoked that cigar, they need to smoke it. It's a hell of a cigar by Christoph.
That's a shame, honestly. Christoph, just in general.
Like I said, that's a good cigar that Glenn did.
Hold on, was that your number 8, Coop?
Yeah.
What did you? I'm just curious now. Sorry for popping in late. What was the shame part about Christoph?
Christoph, just that it's a brand that makes good cigars that kind of has fallen to the wayside.
I think they've done some of their best stuff in the last few years too. That's the thing. I think they've done their best work, but I think they have work to do. Yeah.
I mean, right, Cooper? Obviously, I only get my perspective from Florida and what we see online, but I feel like
Christoph I see it more of a Northeast brand right now.
Staple.
I think
even in our shops, it was a staple in our shops. For
Christoph, I mean, and they've hit the top 10 on me 4 times in the last few years because they've had the stuff they're doing in the last few years is fantastic.
All right, so let me just test this to see. We got people watching the show right now. Type in the name. Have you guys named the person yet? Have you mentioned the name of the brand owner?
No.
All right. Type in the brand owner of Christoph Cigars if you know it in the comments. Let's see how many comments we get. And I think this is what it comes down to. He got some good ratings early on. He got some good scores, and that gets you a little exposure. But
he's a great guy. He's a great guy too, by the way.
I knew his wife before I knew him. His wife.
She was a broker. Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. There's okay.
Yeah.
So it is Glenn Case, but you could see it was very, very, very silent for a while. Hardcore guys know Glenn Case, but I can't tell you when I've seen Glenn Case on an interview, when I've seen him make a post, where just any kind of interaction, and it's really. If
you reach out to him, he'll respond for an interview all the time.
Yeah, of course he will. But
he's not on people's radar. It's the problem.
Yeah, who's reaching out to Glenn Case?
Right. Yeah.
Have to come in. Look, Gary Brooks is a hardcore cigar smoker, man, and that's the problem. If you can't figure out a way to get yourself out in front of people, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Making great cigars is not the hard part, believe it or not. There's a lot of great cigars, man. If you were around during the boom, right after the boom started, you'll know the nightmare of what cigars were out there.
Yeah.
I mean, there was just everything that you could find was absolutely horrid. And we live in the era where there's a lot of great cigars. And, it kills me when they come into my office and these guys sit across my desk, these new companies, and like they and I feel it in their hearts. They believe like they just created the next Mona Lisa of cigars. And, their heart, they bled on it. They lost sleep over it. And they made this blend that they think is absolutely terrific. And most of the times it's really, really good cigar. But that ain't enough.
What I've had an argument over this for years, even back in the Nomad days. What percentage of this business right now do you think is marketing and awareness? Assume you have a decent cigar. Assume it's construction. It's not a bad cigar. What percentage of this business?
80%.
80.
Yeah,
80.
That's what I always say. That's what I always say.
80.
So you take Christoph, which great guy, great cigar. Casada's another one that comes to mind that lately has had some really, really good cigars. Made lists last year, but then it's radio silent. And then so
listen, it's not even a lately thing. So Casada makes good cigars, period. It's not even a lately
100%. 100%. But you've got 12 guys out there minimum that are hardcore out there all the time, one way or another, social media, interviews, whatever, and that gets attention.
Let me tell you something. I love this comment.
Come on, we're gonna act like it didn't happen. Fuck
Clip it.
This is eating me alive. I've shut every piece of electronics around me. There's nothing open on this fucking computer. Oh my gosh. Anyways.
I'm gonna order fucking FaceTime.
Oh, this, yeah.
Calling you.
Nobody's making a living on their international distribution, Mitch.
They do.
So,
They do a good. They do a
could
lot
be.
in Europe.
It could be.
They could be.
It
Yeah,
could
they
be.
do good business in Europe.
He could be.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you something. I know what these guys buy for regions. Nobody's making a great living on international distributions. I mean, look, I just cleared out 3 regions of Dunbar and Tobacco and Trust who just got overseas like a year ago. Like he wasn't even there, didn't even know. And I cleared out 3 regions. I mean, nobody's making a killing on internet. I mean, it's nice. I think it's gravy on the business. I think it's a side dish to the plate, but it's never going to be a meat and potatoes.
It's not the U.S. market, but they have a sizable. They do well in Europe, Christoph. I'll say that.
I know, but well is a relative word.
I can't. Like, no one discloses sales numbers, so I can never say.
Yeah.
Well is a relative word.
Yeah.
But it's more than just. I don't want to downplay the reason why 80% of it now is marketing and branding and interaction, because it's just not about that. It's about that there's so many new brands.
Yeah, I have one new brand coming up that you're going to probably scratch your head on.
Figure out a way to stay relevant. Even though you got me today as a consumer, next month I might find somebody else.
Right.
That's where the problem lies, especially these guys like Glenn, who's been in the industry now, got to be 20 years almost, right? As a cigar maker, as a cigar brand. Yep. It's got to be close to 20.
Well, that was the 20th anniversary cigar, yes.
Well, there you go. I missed it. That's when I was jumping up trying to figure out this phantom fucking ring. But those days are over.
Yep.
Those days are over. So if you haven't been able to pivot or figure out how to stay relevant, there's just too many flashing lights every fucking week, every fucking month to get somebody's attention. And it's very, very hard.
And look, here's the thing too, and it applies to social media, but it applied long before social media. People do business with people they like, period. Right. And if I don't ever see a guy, I just don't know if I like him or not. Doesn't mean I'm just going to be gravitate towards the people that I recognize.
Well, and they have
I like that guy's interview.
Listen, I'm sure Fred
brand,
did extremely well at Corona Cigars with his lines when they were out.
I think they have to. You have to hear about your brand, though. They have to hear about your brand. If they're not hearing about your brand, then
right.
Fred cigars were making consensuses, right? Because people heard about the brand. Media heard about brand and consumers heard about the brand. That's why those cigars were making consensus. And they were good cigars, Fred. But if you weren't doing that, those cigars would be lost by the wayside.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
So
you have to raise awareness. Yeah.
What'd you guys have at number 7?
I had the La Flor Dominicana, the Suave Natural Robusto.
Great cigar.
Yeah.
I got to try that cigar.
Yeah. I was very impressed by that cigar.
Yeah. This was one of the,
This is another company that falls in the exact same conversation that we've talked to, but they're just kind of like in that, Fred, they don't do much. They're not out there much. I mean, I think Junior is Junior's trying to revitalize it. I mean, you talk to him, he's like, all up, but I think he's still under the old guard as far as how much he could do, but they're in a different mode.
But they're selling everything they make, though. That's the difference.
You're not listening to me. You didn't let me finish.
I'm not.
They're not looking to increase that number at all, and they don't care to.
Right. Yeah, right.
You're absolutely right.
They're silently selling what they have.
They're an autopilot. We make X number of cigars every year. We sell it no matter. We don't have to do nothing to sell this many cigars every year, and they seem to be content with that. He built a big brand early on, got a lot of days, and seemed to have retained a lot of them. And it's an autopilot for them. They're not looking to double their business or even increase it 10%.
Right.
And you're right. They're selling every cigar they make. All right. Who came in you for number 7?
This was a more limited I had, but it was a fantastic cigar. It was the Fuente Opus X 25 La Familia, the Perfecto. What a great cigar that was. One of the cigars that took Opus X to the next level this year in my book.
Interesting.
Yeah, really good cigar. It was a little more limited. I was able to get hands on it, and I had access to it. Yeah, And by the way, I rebuy every cigar for the list. So there is no samples used when I calculate the list. It has to be re-smoked with a bought cigar.
Somebody asked a question earlier till I got sidetracked with the Phantom ring. Do you guys go by notes, or do you actually go back to re-smoke these cigars before your rankings?
Both. So there's the initial review notes, right? And then the re-smoke adjusts it. And I usually do the re-smoke about 45 days after the original smoke. So everyone's smoked around the same amount of time. I try to review stuff in the humidor around the same amount of time. So it is re-smoked, so it will go up or down based on that.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, we probably smoke. I mean, so Thor largely does all the reviews all year long, and then we meet up on the list and stuff like that. And then, but here's the thing that happen. You'll have a batch of them. You'll have like 5 or 6 all at say a 90. Right. Now you've got to position those, and you go and re-smoke. And I'd say we probably smoke a minimum at that last round, especially in the top 10, 5 more of those. I mean, to really decide, is it definitely worthy? Where should it be? Is it better than this other one that was also a 90 or whatever it may be? And that's where it gets a little difficult when you get to the top. Hopefully it gets difficult, because that means you got good cigars.
It's more smoke towards the top too, and that's why I have a July date, because there's a lot of time this takes. You can't just do this like in a few days. So
I like the difference in methods here. Coops, it's so methodical. 45 days. Fred's
we're
like,
a year-long process.
We'll smoke like 5 more. Well, if it's good, we'll smoke 5 more of them. We'll figure out. We'll put it in the list, and then if we need, we'll smoke 5 more of that and figure where it goes. Yeah.
I don't want to draw attention to this, but Ruben just said the media doesn't move the deal.
I was hoping you were going to acknowledge this guy.
The media doesn't move the needle for cigar sales.
I'm going to acknowledge. I'm going to acknowledge this guy.
No one discloses sales, so how can you say that?
I'm going to acknowledge this guy. You know what else doesn't move the needle for cigar sales? When I tell you to send me an email with sales information, and you reply back.
I mean, come on. That is the most ridiculous comment to say. So you mean to say if there was no media, no exposure, no advertising, we'd have totally different cigars and the same cigars would be at the top? Absolutely not.
No.
Listen to me. If anything ever proved that media can move the needle, it was Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
Battle of the Bands proved it, man. Those guys sold a crap load of cigars.
Kevin kicked our ass too, and he did a good job. Yeah.
Out of nowhere, young blood. He was young blood at the time.
Yeah, he kicked our ass. So good job he did.
But he worked. Listen, a lot of the guys just made their pack, threw it out there, and whatever happened.
It doesn't matter. It absolutely moves cigars.
Really hard.
Kevin worked it. Yeah, I have to give him credit on that. Now I didn't get it first, but I got to say I have to give him credit. He kicked our ass on that. Yeah.
I'm going to say this, right? And then as far as the social media world, the manufacturers' pages are normally the last place I see the new cigar.
100%.
I see it from Coop. I see it from Half Wheel. I see it from Fred. I see the retailer post. The manufacturer.
I'd agree.
Take away media. The manufacturers ain't so great at the social media.
We've invested a lot in SEO in the last couple of years, and now we're investing in AI specifically. And it's been a big change since we really started embracing ChatGPT and kind of doing things with that.
Yeah.
We're saying we had a huge spike in traffic last year because of that.
Yeah. I want to address Paul Ferris's question too. When comparing, do you smoke under the same conditions? True comparison: food, time of day, attitude, drink. I'm going to say no. For me, definitely drink. But time of day, no. I mean, I might smoke it in the morning. I might smoke it at night. So I'm not a time of day specific. I will make sure my palate has not been jaded by I just came off eating something super spicy that would, do that. But if I'm going into review, particularly in that last stages, I'm going to make sure it's clean palate, fresh palate, always. Yeah.
Always indoors. Yeah.
Great
always
question.
Yeah, it's a great question. Always indoors, never after a spicy meal. Usually don't do anything but water with it. So yeah, I do try to maintain that. I think reviewing a store outdoors versus indoors is a big difference too.
As long as you're consistent.
Yeah. I mean,
I largely smoke outdoors, but I'm on my patio. There's no wind. There's no conditions.
Right. I mean, you're
I'm
trying
not going to review a cigar in 31-degree weather either. So
right. I'm not going to. Yeah, McTavish had to do that for a while, actually.
Yeah.
Before he had the studio,
and it's tough. That's tough to do. To do.
Yep.
Tim,
we got to get moving. We got several more cigars. We got to go.
Tim, not even in the lounges. Not even in the lounges.
No,
I think it's failed all the time. By the way,
no.
I think it actually works the opposite among a lot of smokers.
I'll tell you what, because I got to give this guy his credit. We got a bartender in Smoking West Palm that doesn't even speak English, and he could sell better than anybody we know. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
And he's a bartender.
But he is Cuban.
Yep.
Helps.
I can't
give that guy enough credit, Abe.
My son uses his computer to call Carmine and his friends and whatever. This is something he did. This is something
I'm
he
sure.
did.
The FaceTime's probably connected to it or
But
something.
it's not showing me anything I can cancel or hold. Every time there's a camera icon, but every time I click it, it just shows I'm using camera. I'm gonna hop off next time it rings and see if something pops up because it's definitely this computer now. Because when it was ringing, I turned the volume down. I didn't hear the sound, so it's coming out of this somewhere. All right, where are we at? Let's do a little speed round here. Number 6.
Good, Coop.
Somebody.
Perdomo Legacy Maduro Robusto. So that was not the one that got number 1 to Maduro. Is like 6.
Postania San Andreas Robusto. Was very impressed by that cigar.
Not a single store release. Owned by a retailer, Postania. Number 5.
Tatuaje 7th Tuxla.
Great cigar.
Good cigar.
Great cigar. Yeah. Mine was a brand Abe has not heard of. Maybe not even Alex or Fred. Domain Entropy Robusto Gordo. Cigar made by the former blender at Roma Craft, who's teamed up with another guy, Daniel Lant, and they've opened a factory and whole tobacco brokerage in Nicaragua. Really good cigar, really good broadleaf. I'm
interviewing him in like 2 weeks.
Oh, he didn't want to work with anymore, huh?
He's a legitimate. This guy's a legitimate tobacco business guy, not a guy who's like a waiter going to start a brand. Is what I'll say. So,
right.
All right, where we at next?
And
Number
this
4?
is. That was Esteban.
That was 5.
It was Esteban Diesel. Yep.
All right, number
Esteban
4.
was one of my faves.
Yeah, he's a good blender. Yeah.
Number
4 for me, H. Upman 180th anniversary Churchill. That was one that kind of slipped from last year that got on this year.
Frederick?
La Aurora Family Creed. Nothing like any other La Aurora. They went outside the box trying to go for the medium plus and took something from scratch. My understanding is that Guillermo didn't even know it was done when it was done, and was like, it's not my normal type cigar. And Manuel's just like, well, too bad we already made it. Great cigar.
Nice. That's one I'll put on my radar for sure.
Coop.
Number 3, Aladino Cameroon Reserva by Jerry Tobacco. It is a Honduran-grown Cameroon Puro.
Monster cigar.
That one really rocketed it up in terms of resmoke. Yeah.
Monster cigar.
Yeah, monster cigar. If you haven't smoked, it's really good cigar.
Smoked one last night.
What are we on, 3?
3.
This one really impressed me also at the show. Espinosa Knuckle Sandwich Puro. Hector and Espinosa did that one.
Good job with
that. Amazing cigar.
Yep.
All right, number 2.
Number 2.
Take it for me, Alex. I'm working on something.
Yeah. Number 2, Tabernacle Night Commander by Foundation. Amazing cigar. Really pricey, but there's a charity component to it, and I didn't see a lot of people pushing back on that pick.
Yeah.
No, very good cigar.
Number 2 for me, Dumbarton's Umbagog Bronze Back Robusto size. Yeah, great cigar. A lot of flavor.
All right. Number 1 pick, Cooper.
Perdomo Legacy Nicaraguan Shade Grown in the Epicure size. It was also voted the number 1 cigar coming out of PCA by our team this year. So it was very high. And you want to talk about a different type of Perdomo cigar. This is a different type of Perdomo cigar for sure.
And we did a deep dive investigation, and the fact that Perdomo showed up twice on his list has nothing to do with the billboard behind him. So
Why would you say it does?
I'm busting your
Oh no! I mean, it's like you can't win that battle, unfortunately. But what we do?
That's why you don't fight it. That's why you don't fight it.
Do we exclude the cigars? I mean,
no, absolutely not. It's definitely worthy.
Look,
no one's questioning the choice.
It made 3 number 1s this week. So Matt Tobacco and Dojo all had it number 1 as well.
I just can never miss an opportunity for a quick jab.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Frederick, your number 1 cigar of the year.
So I had a similar problem on this one, by the way, because our top 4 were widely discussed back and forth for several weeks. And Thor finally just said, just because you don't think it's number 1, which my reasons for it not being number 1 was I thought it would diminish the fact that the cigar is good. It's from Dion. It is the Epernay Tuanella, and it's an amazing cigar. It's the Epernay with a different wrapper to it, and it was a cigar that showed for a lot of people there. And my problem with putting it with number one was people would think I would be biased of it. And Thor actually had it scored higher and just came to me one day and just said, look, the deal is if we think it's the best cigar, it's the best cigar, regardless of whether you happen to like their stuff. And I didn't have an argument for that anymore. And I hope that it being number one didn't diminish the fact that it's worthy of the spot because I happen to like his stuff. But it's like saying you also like Saka or Pete's or anything like that. If that's our wheelhouse, that's a cigar we like, and it deserved to be number one. So it was our number one cigar of the year.
I was with Fred smoking that. Fred loved that cigar, and why should we take it away? I mean, he was really.
Well, I almost did. I literally almost did. I mean, we had a lot of discussions about the top four, and I almost did for that reason. And I thought, well, that's the wrong reason to take it away if it really is that good of a cigar.
And then there you have it. If you forgot any of these, please go check out Fred at Cigar Page and William at cigar-coop.com.
Cigar Press, not Cigar Page.
Not Cigar Page.
It's the wrong one. Thank you.
Yeah.
It happens, Abe. It happens.
It happens. Is there a cut that command on this?
It happens. Sometimes the name gets missaid.
All right. It's time to find out what's been going on in our industry. Our dear friend always brings us news, rumor, and teaser free. It's time to find out what's the scoop with Coop.
Hey, yo, what's my theme music?
The Scoop with Coop. Breaking industry news. Hear it first on KMA Talk Radio and cigar-coop.com.
Coop, before you start, I just want to thank Eli Sarge. He texted me a message. I can't figure out where this sound's coming from, but I seem to have figured out how to turn the focus on every Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon. So let's hope that.
There you go. Oh, nice.
Yep.
All right, Coop, break it away. What do we got?
All right, we got a trade. We have a trade in the cigar industry. And it happened in STG's portfolio. So everyone knows STG's got two parts of the portfolio, General and Forged. So they swapped some brands around this week. General sends over Cohiba Punch and a brand called Havana Honeys to Forged in exchange for Room 101 and Partagas. In the process, they've dropped Sancho Panza, Los Stados Deluxe, and the Room 101 Farce line.
So I want to clarify dropped. They didn't drop the lines.
They dropped them from the price sheets.
Which, you know what that means?
Yeah, there is a difference. But it's
do you understand what that means? Because I knew right away, right when I read it.
It means you can still order it.
Okay, so let me explain. Maybe I don't. Because it's really, really funny because the second my operations guy, we have like a management team, puts it in the group chat. And I literally texted them, do you guys understand this? If not, please come to my office. And like 5 minutes later, they both walk away. I said, you guys understand what this means? So what they're saying is they're dropping it from the price list, which in essence means they don't give a shit if anybody buys it. And they're not going to price protect it. So those cigars now are going to be officially catalog brands. It's going to
make them, but we don't know if we're going to continue to make them for the catalog, do we?
100%.
They will. Okay.
Otherwise you just continue them. So what happens in a process like this, typically a company will choose that we're going to discontinue the line, and especially if they have a right arm that has an online business, right? The company. Some of these are very viable for the internet company, and especially when it becomes an exclusive. So it's they wanted these lines. They didn't want them to get rid of them because it was very sellable for them. So it's going to become a catalog brand. Okay. And that's why if you follow us, you will see, you could say, we put it up like 2 days ago when this news broke. You can see that Sancho Panza, Room 101 Farce, and Los Stados are all online and they've been selling out 50% off. We are removing our inventory. We don't try to compete with that kind of stuff. That is strictly becomes an internet brand. So we are wiping out our inventory of those brands. You get, I think it's 50% off boxes, 35% off 10 packs, and 20% off on 5 packs. But if you follow us, you probably heard the news already. But that's why these are the exact same cigars. There's nothing wrong with them. If you're a fan of them or you like them, they're even better at half price. So bomb them up.
Coop, the trade on this, I'm curious though. The ones, forget about the ones that are off price sheets because that totally makes sense, and everybody kind of saw that one a mile away. But the Cohiba Partagas swap. What is? Do you have any insight to their company as to why that?
Let me just say this.
If you wanted to move Cohiba, but then you moved Partagas over to the other side, back over there, like which way are you consolidating?
And this was the thing, right? And I don't understand. For the most part, and this is what makes it even weirder now. It was like, okay, Forged is like the newer stuff. For some reason, Partagas and La Gloria is over there, but okay. The Macanudos, the
Cohiba?
That's what I'm saying. Now you're throwing Cohiba in the four. You're really throwing. Now it's not like the old stuff, the newer stuff.
You're throwing one of your legacy brands,
right?
Yeah,
yes,
right.
Forged, I thought was like the new kids on the block when they spun it off.
Right, exactly.
Gloria went over there because they were kind of that boutique type of brand that they make in a separate area of the factory. I get what it is.
I wish. I really,
and this
really,
makes
really,
no difference to anybody watching, by the way.
Yeah, I really, 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 really wish that one day someone will explain to me what fucked up logic that they convinced the board or whoever makes the final decisions to make a company called Forged. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I thought
it was okay. I thought it was good.
Hold on. Maybe at the time they thought, okay, well, we have this image of being, this big, we're going to make this little thing for newer brands and whatnot. And, consumers will see it. I don't think the consumers see it at all. I don't think consumers care. I don't think it had any of that kind of effect at all. And throwing Cohiba that way now, just, what I don't understand. What is it do you see that I've missed in having this?
There's only two reasons I think that they would do this.
Yeah.
One is that whoever's on the one, oh look, I got balloons.
That's fucking
whoever's on the Ford side, you want him to manage the Cohiba brand. Instead of moving people, you've moved brands. The other thought is there a reason on their back end books they want to move Cohiba sales over to the Ford side to prop up some sales on that side? That there's something behind the scenes, spin off brands, get ready to spin off something. That's the only thing I go.
There could be accounting or logistics or where they're made. There could be a million reasons why that's done. But my bigger question is, why have Forged? Why have two regional sales managers? Why have this? Why have different reps? Why why?
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's
a logical reason.
So
because look what Davidoff did. Davidoff had spun off when Davidoff was playing with Room 101 and everybody else. That was an entirely different entity, so that the Davidoff reps were not bogged down by having to move anything boutique related.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's why you have two different.
It doesn't work here. Forge had La Gloria. They had Partagas. That doesn't make sense in this equation.
I don't disagree with you.
It was definitely a load balancing exercise.
I got news for you. Well, maybe it's just because it's me, but I deal with the same guy for both, so I don't know. It's just I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. I think it's just a foolish waste of resources. And maybe someday, before I get out of this industry, I'll meet somebody who will give me the true enlightenment of why the fuck that happened.
They have too many brands is the problem, and they're committed to try to build each of these brands into multiple lines. And if they trim the brands, I think that would solve a lot. Look at Altadis. They have a huge amount of brands, but they manage it under one portfolio, and they have different tiers for that. And I think they do a great job with that. And I think, I don't think the split necessarily is a good thing, because now you have two companies fighting for the same shelf space. And remember that the brands are managed by STG. So there's not like just because something is the Macanudo product manager does not work for General. He works for STG, is what I'm saying. So the factories are reporting to kind of STG, or they dot line into STG, I'd say. So it's very different. I thought this was a very odd move. They gave up. I thought General gave up a lot. I mean, Punch is a brand that sells, and Cohiba's had a big year.
Two legacy brands.
I mean, unless you think giving Cohiba and Punch over to the other side gives them an into the door shops that they're not getting in with their other stuff.
My concern about that one is Cohiba very much is a brand it's a luxury brand, right? And I think the General team over the years has known how to sell that brand. Now I'm not saying the Forge team can't do that, but they haven't been selling a brand like that beforehand. So it's going to be different for them.
It's a training issue.
Yeah, that's a brand that needs to be sold. They have Sean. I get it. Sean is the ambassador, and he's great. But I think you still got to have sales reps under that too.
Oh, of course.
I guess Room 101 came over. They had to give something up, right? So Room 101 comes over, and Matt is Matt. So he's going to be.
My issue with this now is, what premium line does Room 101 have now? You could say Johnny Tobacconat, but I haven't seen a shipment of Johnny Tobacconat like in 6 months.
They don't have, like, they did the humidor is really the only thing I could see that they did, but that was a limited release.
The big payback is pretty much what is the brand that's selling and keeping it alive. I mean, I don't know. Very interesting move.
And Partagas has been a brand that they've struggled with.
First is a good line. I don't know if they just didn't put enough effort into it.
It is a good line. They have good
Ours
cigars.
is a good line. It's
wait, that's the one that's discontinuing?
No, they moved it.
No, that moved.
Yeah,
that moved to
the
Forge.
catalog companies, which means you'll see.
And maybe they thought the general side
was discontinued.
Maybe they thought it was too heavy on the general side to get enough of the reps out there to sell it. So now they divided that up, and that's what it's really all about. I don't know.
I would have more sold that for like the big payback. That's like the lower end line. Like, if you were to say the luxury line,
honestly,
like farce.
I would have moved CAO over. I think that made more sense for Fords to move CAO.
CAO would have made more sense. You're absolutely right.
But it's but they're that's bigger than
Cohiba. They didn't want to give up that revenue.
Yeah, that's a big line. Yeah, but it made more sense. It's kind of fits into. I always thought that's what. Yeah.
Interesting. What else you got, Coop?
We have one other story, and it's out of Altadis. There is a new Romeo Julieta Reserva Real coming out called the Profundo. So this is a dark Oscuro wrapper. It's being made down at AJ Fernandez. And the wrapper has underwent extra fermentation to give it like a dark color. It's a Nicaraguan Puro, so it's coming in 4 sizes: Robusto, Toro, Churchill, Magnum. Pricing is going to be reasonable for this. $11.25 to $12.95, so not bad. They say the box is purple. Like, they say that this is purple, right?
I hope it is, because I'm going to tell you something.
That was my same beef. Yeah. We all have the same beef.
Complaint was this fucking totally looks like
Romeo Ray. No, but right.
It looked too red to me, so I'm hoping it's just the pictures that went out on that.
Right.
This looks like the Romeo Reserva is like a brownish box, and this looks way.
I can see I can see the purple in it though. It's just not coming off well.
Plum. A slight plum is what I see with it. But yeah, this is going to be an AJ made, which he has the Romeo Julieta Reserva Real Nicaragua, which is the blue one, which is a great cigar, by the way. So this is something I'm really looking forward to smoking, actually.
I don't think they've really missed on Reserva Real. I think they've kind of.
I think Raphael, when he came in, that's something he did a great job. When he wants that whole Nicaraguan arm of Reserva Real, it was brilliant. And great cigars. Then they did the barber poles for both Dominican and Nicaragua. But they kept that whole Romeo Julieta look, and I like that.
I think if you look across portfolios, if there's a blender of the year for having to take on as many different blends and styles and brands as he did, Raphael gets that award for me. I don't have that award, but I would give him. I'd give him that award.
What a year they had! I mean, and I know they had some problems at the end of the year, but you can't take away the year they had. They had an incredible year.
And that wasn't their fault. That wasn't their
fault.
But that's not self-inflicted.
Like they would on November 1st, they were by far just like hitting the stride. So I mean, you can't take away the 10, 11 months of, and they'll get, like I said, they'll get through what they'll get through. I'm not worried about that.
100%.
Yeah.
Does that wrap it up for you, Coop?
That's it for this week. It was a light week in news.
All right. Well, as always, visit our dear friend William the Scoop Cooper at cigar-coop.com, and always keep up and stay up to date with everything going on relevant in our cigar industry. Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Anything else? Do you have any closing notes for the show? I don't think we have a Would You Rather, right? I got to reach out there.
No, we need new clips.
Fred?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to throw us out a Would You Rather out there? You're a writer.
Oh, if anyone could do it, yeah.
You're a writer, Fred. No pressure.
Clip it. Do it.
Clip it.
Geez. Okay. Would you rather spend 30 days on a beachfront location or a cabin in the woods?
This is easy for me. Cabin in the woods.
I mean, it's all I could come up with on short notice. I was not prepared.
I love cabin in the woods.
It's not bad.
I haven't done. We did a cabin in the woods in Tennessee about a couple years ago. It was great. I loved it.
So mine's going to be a very interesting. That when you say a cabin in the woods, like is it like by a city or you're like out?
No, you're cabin in the woods. Cabin in the woods. There's no by a city.
Cabin in the woods.
Drive up a Quickie Road. Yeah,
in a nice little place.
The woods. You're up in the Pocono Mountains.
You're up in the woods. You're in the woods.
We did in the Smoky Mountains, and
I'm not saying how close an airport is to the beach or where you're going to get your pizza. I'm saying cabin in the middle of nowhere.
I don't think
or beach.
Like Unabomber, cabin in the woods, or is it like,
no, it's not horror movie Cabin in the Woods. It's not Unabomber. It's a nice cabin in the woods.
Right. It has amenities in it. Yeah, it has some amenities in it.
Wow, Pedro had this. Pedro had this easy.
My initial reaction to this, believe it or not, was cabin in the woods, and the reason being for that is location. I mean, the beach is right here. I mean, beachfront is no allure to me. Like when we travel, we don't care to go to beach locations and whatever because we have it here. It's the same shit. But you made it 30 days. I don't think I could last 30 days in the woods with shit.
Well,
how many times can I hike a trail? How many times can I fucking do shit?
I need clarification before I can answer.
Oh, see, now you need clarification. See?
This is important. And Abe, I'm telling you, this is important. What time of year is it? Because I ain't spending 30 days in a fucking cabin in the woods in January.
It's in your ideal temperature and either location.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll take.
I got to convert mine to beach because over the course of a week, definitely woods. 30 days, the beach. I got volleyball, people I can meet out there. I could do shit. I would take the beach for that reason for the time period. Shorter time period, I probably would have picked the cabin.
Now I'm taking cabin in the woods.
I'm cabin in the woods all the way.
Cooper, surprise for you. You basically live in the woods.
No, I live in a farm area. I live
Farm, woods.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really a cabin. There's a development where I live.
For a guy who loves Miami so much.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
Right?
I would have thought Cooper.
For a guy
I
who's
thought
like,
Cooper
live in Miami.
I love Miami.
I thought you would definitely be all over the beach for 30 days.
I usually don't stay at the beach though in Miami. I stay at Miami Lakes.
I'm going cabin all the way. If I had to pick, I'd go cabin all the way.
You're in a cabin now.
That's fair.
He looks like he's on the farm, actually.
Well, once again, Fred, as always, my dear friend, thank you for joining us. It's always fun to spend
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
always
thanks
fun
for being.
to spend a Saturday afternoon with you and smoke a cigar, man. Great
Absolutely.
stuff. We thank everybody out there for joining us this Saturday morning. We hope we entertained you, talked a little bit, had a little laughs. Please go support our friends. Check out Cigar Press and cigar-duke.com. And until next week, everybody, we'll see you again. Keep it lit.
Thank you.